One of the fun things we get to do every week as well is talk about the market update. So that's one of the things that I'm known for. And we're able to update what's happened in the market every single month. Right now we're still looking at the June numbers because all of the July numbers are not out, but I did put some of the year-to-date numbers in here just so you can know what it looked like through the first 6 months of 2023. So for all of Texas, the average price was $434,000, down, but only down 1%, which for someone having gone through and invested through 2008, 9, 10, and 11, which felt like the same year on repeat over and over again in terms of the real estate market. At that time, I was saying flat is the new up. And for me, in this market, when we've more than doubled interest rates in the course of a year, down 1%, that's the new up. We should all be really celebrating this fact. Closed sales last month were down 10%. Year to date in Texas, down 14%. So the fact that sales can be down 14% and we can still hold that average price at only being down 1%, guys, that is a huge win for all of us. For the Dallas and Fort Worth market, last month's average price, $520,000, down 3%. Year to date, that average price is only down 1%. Closed sales in Dallas down 4% last month, June 2023 versus June 2022. Year to date down, but only down 6%. Pending sales, which is our closest leading indicator of what closed sales will be as we finish out the month of July, down 7%. So we'll continue to see that year to date number be about the same. If you're wondering where everyone is going into rentals. So the number of leased listings on the MLS are up 26% year over year, and the lease price is up, right? But it's only up 2% versus if you were to look at it last year, you'd see a number that was closer to 10%. So lease prices are still going up, just not at the same rate that they were going up the same time last year. Austin, this market went up the fastest, and it's also coming down the hardest. Last month, the average, but no one feels sorry for Austin because last month the average price was $611,000. For those of you guys who are unfamiliar with Austin, the word Austin comes from the Latin root of San Francisco. You guys may have heard of it. Yeah, so really expensive. Oh, you guys like that one. All right, that's winning. Okay, good. Stand-up comedy is going to be my third career. I'll just ask that you guys that are laughing, if you guys could just be in the front part of the row, so just make sure like it just kind of, and maybe wear microphones so it's like really reverberates really well. Okay, so the sales price, $611,000, down 8% year over year. Year to date in Austin, down 10%. Last month, sales down 8.5%, the total number of sales. Year to date, the sales in Austin are down 14.5%. I've got this one stat here in the purple box. Last year, the close price to the original list price was 106%. So basically what that means is if it was listed for $100,000, it sold for $106,000. I know that animals doesn't exist in Austin or really very few places in Texas, but that's just the idea. Today, if it was listed for $100,000, it sold for $94,500, right? So that's that big 10% drop that we've seen year over year. In the San Antonio market, San Antonio last month was flat in terms of their average price at $396,000. Year to date, down, but only down 1%. The number of closed sales in San Antonio down 9% year over year, and year to date down 12%. Again, where's everyone going in San Antonio? Their leases are up 17% year over year, lease price up 4% year over year. In the Houston market, the average price was down, but it was only down 0.5%, which again, I think is winning. Average price $431,000. Sales last month were down. They were down 13%, but the pending sales for what July looks like as we close out July, only down 5%. The leases are hot in Houston as well, up 16% year over year. The lease price up 3%. And the number of people who are leasing up 18.4%. Who are these people? They are would-be sellers who have said what? I'm going to wait until the market gets a little hotter, and then I'm going to wait and I'm going to sell then. I'll see you next year after my lease is up. So we have a lot of what we call accidental landlords. We had a ton of accidental landlords in 2008, 9, and 10, where people were not able to sell the property that they had. They ended up sitting on it and holding it for the long time. So that's what happens when we have a market in the way that we have a market now. So that is our market update for this month.